And so we got another section here. We're going to be dealing with, we have to deal with the, basically the burning heads. These are bubbles. Yep, bubbles have made their return back in this game, and I would say these are pretty annoying, to be fair. The red bubbles are on fire as they should be. But there's also the blue variant, and we're not going to be seeing the blue variant for a while, though. But just note, the blue variant is very picky. Very picky. Come on now, you. Yeah, take care of you bubbles. Alright, let's go. Let's grab the rest of these two guys. Now, this one's going to be interesting. As we said before, we got the command melody. So now, we need to learn how to command our statues to get from place to place. That's exactly what we have to do. Alright, so let's go up this way. We have to stand on this switch. This switch is only accessible by it. So let's pull up our command melody. Pull up this once here. And again, as long as you're using a song that's used multiple times, doing it the first time in a play session, you'll have to see the extended cutscene. But after that, you don't have to. There are multiple different ways you can use this command melody. But, unfortunately for this statue, it can't jump. Nor can it actually, fly with a grappling hook attached. So, that's what we had to do. I'm gonna fly over here. Be like Indiana Jones and swing across gaps. And get through here. Let's put our little bit of a guy down. Nope, I totally missed that. Put on the thing. That opens up that door. Oh, whoa, hey, what do you got? My boy, it is I, the King of Red Lions. I'm afraid that there are some areas in which you'll not be able to bring your servants to the tower. But do not fear leaving them behind. Once you have awakened them, they will wait patiently for your return. Of this, I assure you. How do you know this? How can you see what I'm doing? Oh, that's right. The Gospel Stone told me that you could see. You could see exactly what... Well, Tetra told us that. Not the king. Tetra did. That's the question. The King of Red Lion doesn't have a Gossip Stone. How is he using one? He's a boat of the talking variety. Oh well. Oh, let me get an introduction to a classic Zelda enemy. Behold, the Dark Nut, the heavily armored knight. And probably their easiest incarnation ever. The Dark Knight, or Dark Knights, or they call them Dark Nuts because of the NES lineage. These are heavy armored knights. Normally, you can't harm them from the front. You have to hit them from the back or the side, as they should be. But as you can see here, they have an easy way of getting rid of their helmet and armor. So bear that in mind. They hold a two-handed weapon with one hand, so you can see how strong they can potentially be. Watch out for that. There is something we need to grab from them, though. They hold the Knight's Crest, our first indication of one of the enemies that drop them. We've had a couple of these given to us, but this is where these guys drop them, and it's best to basically grab the Knight's Crest before killing them, because sometimes, and more often than not, they will drop the treasure jewel you see there, but at the same time, however, sometimes they won't. So bear that in mind. So basically use your grappling hook, grab the rare treasure, and then kill them off. But what was he guarding? Bum, 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 bum! The hero's bow! Set it to the buttons and use it with buttons set to. Hold the button to knock an arrow and release the button to shoot. You can only carry up to 30 arrows. Just like bombs, you can only carry up to 30 initially. Yep, arrows are a thing that we can actually carry up to multiple things with. We can't upgrade the bow. What's weird about the bow and arrow is that it's called the hero's bow. The hero's bow was last seen in Majora's Mask. So, but in Majora's Mask case, the hero's bow was found in Termina, not Hyrule. So, how did this bow get here? Who knows, I guess. But as of right now, this is the heroic bow that we've got. Let's grab our bow and let's hook it up to our bomb slot here. Now with our bow and arrow in hand, we can now hit these eye switches. And so now we can actually get those platforms to come across. Take care of these bubbles so they don't bother us anymore. Alright, we need to get closer so I can actually hit this thing here. There we go. Ooh! Oh boy! Swing and a miss! Huzzah! Booyah! Thank you! Now we're going to have to go to the previous rooms and see what we can get from them. Especially that chest, or at least that area we saw at the beginning of the dungeon. Let's head back there real quick, since we have our item in hand. And don't worry, if you leave this room for any reason and head back down the dungeon, these guys will still be here. The Sheikah Guardian. I'm thinking these are Sheikah Guardians, for the record. The very first instance of it. Which is a little not disconcerting of any sort. It opens up our next door, but we're gonna get some other stuff later. So let's head down. My map up here. South. Let's head back down and grab that chest that we missed earlier. That is not my... Oh yeah, this is the way I need to go. Huzzah! We do now have the means to actually take down the Beamos now, in case we do. But the Beamos, again, are very hard to kill. As you really do need... Okay, King of Red Lions, you're back so soon? Yes, I am back very soon. I need to get across this before the water goes back down. Up we go. Huzzah! We come back here. Avoid the choo-choo, because we don't need to care about him. We need to come back in this room here, where this red bubble was. Huzzah! We come here and we hit this eye switch. And a door opens to us. Huzzah! This now allows us to get this treasure chart here. This is a treasure chart we're picking up. Again, this is optional. You don't have to get this, but if you're missing your chart for any reason, or in the section of the great and wide ocean, it probably means you forgot it in the dungeon somewhere. Also, these new enemies. Actually, those statues do come alive. It's our first instance of seeing that. I believe those are Armos. I think those are Armoses. If not, I will have a title on the video after the fact. Probably right now. Thanks, Future Self. Thank you, Future Me, for telling that. Thank you very much. Anyway. Watch out for these rats. Then we can go... So we gotta go back to the other area, too. And we got the first statue. There's a room in there we can get to now, too, with that particular item we've got. Our heroic bow, so we might as well do that. There isn't really much in that room, to be fair, but, you know, try to grab everything in every dungeon so you don't have the meat, so you don't really, you know, feel guilty you have to go back into said dungeon. Because, again, you can go back into the older dungeons if you choose, but there is no reason for you to do so. Also, this is what's weird. Whiz Robes show up. Yeah, it's our first instance of the Whiz Robe enemy. These guys I do not like. I do not like the Whiz Robes in this game because, well, okay, the normal Whiz Robes are not a pain. It's their ultimate variant that we'll see later that's going to be a pain in the backside. Oh boy. I really should have the leaf on here in case I do fall to my death. There we go. Just before falling protection. And they give us bombs, so we might as well put bombs on the list here. Yep, we got bombs. Because we now have Armos. I believe these are big Armoses. But they're easily defeated by throwing a bomb in their mouth. There we go. They too also drop a treasure jewel, but it's all just generic items. Like bombs, arrows, and money. They don't have a dropped item for you. So, it's just good to, it's a little pick-me-up for defeating them. Which is nice. But what do we get in this place? This chest gives us a joy pendant! Huzzah! Oh, I love those. Pretty much. Okay, now we got out of here. We can now just fly back to victory. I guess that's where you could be useful for the double magic meter, is to, you know, actually, you know, use it for its intended purpose. Alright, let's go after this last trial. This one's a little trickier, to be fair. Oh, I need a bomb, so let's get bombs up. Oh, we have keys here, which are going to be a pain in the backside for us. Get out of here. We want to basically just throw this bomb before it explodes. Like that. Oh yeah, first try. And we also get more Armos Knights to take down. But we need to activate the Wind's Requiem. Ba, ba, da. And what do we get? A chest. First I'm gonna grab this firstly. And what do we get in this one? We get a treasure chart, which is weird. It's in a different design chest. No, I don't. Ow! I don't need to defeat you. I can save my bombs for later. Yeah, but it's weird. That one's in a different treasure chest, because the one we got earlier was in a metallic metal one, or a gray one. That one's in a fancy chest. So it only leads me to believe that there was probably a different item in this dungeon originally, but they're like, well, we can't do that. So they decided to change things up. Let's fly over yonder. Oh boy. Get out of here, you bubble. Yeah. Oh boy. No, I don't want... Okay, the gyro's a little wonky here. Grab that. To make that... We need to have these platforms. This is a little awkward room. We have to basically... to jump over like this, but use your leaf to help you out with this. Because it's a little crazy getting from platform to platform, really. You got a small key! Use it to open locked doors. You can only use it in this dungeon. Alright, where are we going? We need to go up. So we need to go next because there's another chest in this place. As the map indicates. But first, I'm going to take out this bubble. First try. I missed. Come on, hit the eyeball. I wish there was an indicator of where you were, you know, pointing at. You know, like something like the eagles, like the eagle head or something like that. What was in Twilight Princess? Oh yeah, we need to hit this thing here. There we go. And that gives us another treasure chest for us to take on. This is all the treasure chests in this floor. I believe this is a joy pendant. This is because again, the game really wants you to go after joy pendants really early on. And while we do have enough to take it in order to actually get everything from that particular quest, we can now, we don't have to collect them anymore. So, by technicality, after we use up, because again, after you use like all the items are used in some type of side quest. But in order to actually complete, after that side quest is done, you can use that treasure for money. And it's probably for the best, and that way you can actually, you know, get around the world pretty easily. Let's put 3 of these down on this side here, because we need to weigh these things down. That's so we can get across the platforms here and actually get onto this on this little platform here. Use the key we got earlier and open up the door. So we need to fly on over. So make sure you have magic. Come on! Get down here! I have to command you! Command you to death! No, not command you to death. No. But it becomes close. I command you of your free will. You Sheikah statues. Let's go. And I do think this is I think it is a Sheikah statue, to be fair. I think I mentioned it earlier. But yeah. I think this is clearly a, you know, I'll pick you up because we're gonna have to lift you through doors. Alright, come on through. It's weird, they have a lot of weight to them, but apparently Mah Boy can lift these guys with no problem. Oh yeah, we also get instance of another Whiz Robe. Come on, you. Get out of here. We need to get onto a ladder, and we need to weigh this thing down with 4 of the statues here. Come on. There we go. My controller's being a little weird there for a second. There we go. Yeah, because you and Link, because my boy and the statue are now basically about 4 statues in weight. So you need to put 4 statues down in order to actually have that weight counter out. Now, I don't think you can actually knock these statues off the platform, because I've never had that happen to me, but you know what? The recording curse can probably do me for whatever reason. Never mind. There we go. If those little armoses just, you know, fall down into the water, they magically reappear back on the upper ledge. So you're not basically doomed not to have them ready. It's not bad, actually. Alright, let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 up and at 'em, baby. Give me my desire. Give me what I want. Having all 3 of them done, they put out their Triforce pieces out. Or their chess pieces, anyway. And they give us a teleporter? Alright, whatever. And see, what I mean by this is supposed to be a really big tower. This basically takes us up to the top of the tower like nothing else. As we see here. Bloom! Alright, we need to get this bad boy here. There you go. You can take down... See, now we can take down BMOS. But the only way you can take them down is that they have to be actively starting to hit you with their laser beams. And also, it's good that in the Wii U, at least in the Wii U version, you can walk in first person. Oddly enough, this was an idea from Ocarina of Time. Oddly enough, because originally, oh, there's a joy pendant there. In Ocarina of Time, initially for its initial gameplay aesthetic, Miyamoto was going for a first-person approach, and so you would basically walk around with Link. You'd be able to see Link. It's sort of like Skyrim. Sort of like, yeah, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, you know, that game. That's how Ocarina of Time was initially going to play, but it didn't seem pleasing to playtesters initially at first. So that's why Zelda went with the third-person perspective for all games going forward, only having first-person mode for aiming of the bows and whatnot. So I think it's a kind of nice compromise, really, to be honest. Oh no, those things are alive! Now we have to take these guys down. These things are... You guys... These things have to be killed with the jewel on their back being shattered. And after that, they'll kamikaze you. Watch out for that. They do drop treasure jewels, as usual. Or at least sometimes the matter. So, bear that in mind. Whoop. Oh, come on! The money's on top there, I can't grab it! And no matter of wind, we'll most likely get that rupee off. Shame, really. It's a big shame. Oh, hey, we're actually going outside. We actually did see this pathway outside the dungeon, so by technicality, yeah, it was truthful. But this feels much higher than what the statue in the tower indicated. Hey, where did that hammer rock go? Hammer rock. Here's another edition of the BMOS. These ones don't go around in a circle. They just shoot in one line. Hey, you! I need your golden feather. Thank you. Bye. Destroy you, Hammerrock, and give me my money. Yeah, these BMOs here, they only shoot in one direction. And... Oh, okay, there we go. I thought you could, you know, hit them with the grapple hook, but apparently that was not in the issues here. Okay, good. Eye for an eye, I guess. I destroy you, and I destroy you. I walk to have another day. Now you can't goat the Hammerrocks that are flying over here to shoot the fight into the laser, and they will actually get hurt by the laser, which is quite funny to be honest. And like that, booyah! Look at that. Got cooked bird. Oh, cooked bird. Get rid of you. My arrow's back. get these BMOs here. There we are. Come on. I would say this is probably the shortest of the dungeons, to be fair. Oh, actually, it dropped a fairy this time. Hey, come here. Even I don't need it. But I do believe there's also another fairy here. Yeah, right here. If you need to. But we're on for now for our our next dungeon's boss. Let's go after this bad boy. Let's prove our courage. Hoogla. With Nintendo's favorite boss design. You have done well to find your way to this place, O chosen one. Accept this final challenge. Yep, it's a head and two hands. Why does Nintendo like this boss design so much? But we are facing against a Chica Guardian of all things. Yeah, this is a Guardian, dude. I don't remember the name of this guy, but again, they'll have a boss title on the screen here for it. But at that same time, welcome to this, I would say the God's Guardian here. What you have to do is take out his hand, just like for Bongo Bongo did. Take out his hands. You have to be quick on it though. Take out his hands. As soon as their hands are down, you need to tackle his eye. His eye needs to be shot down twice too. But after a while, he will start shooting fireball or energy balls at you. Ooh, come on now. Woo! Oh, I need bombs. Bombs, please. I keep forgetting to put bombs on my hot bar because I need it for this boss. This boss requires you to use bombs to defeat it. But it requires arrows in order to get the weak point of him to show up. There you go. Throw that in. Let him eat bombs. Booyah! Alright, do that 2 more times and he's down. I feel like we're losing arrows though. We're losing too many arrows. Come on now. Now you want to be careful. The hands will push you off this platform you're on, and if you do, you will receive electrical damage until you actually get back off. 'Cause yeah, that floor right there is hazardous, just like in Bongo Bongo's dungeon or boss fight. So bear that in mind. Woohoo! But I'm losing arrows fast. I'm not gonna have enough arrows. I don't see any jars either. This is gonna be a pain. Well, we got him down to at least 2 down. 1 more him to go, and he's good to go. Pop him down like nothing else. Oh, ow! Oh yeah, oh, so that's how they get. Again, this is Clock-to-Lock. Technically, to be terribly honest, this is like a Zelda enemy, like an enemy from Mario. And I see, like I recently did play Super Mario Odyssey for the channel, and this is exactly the same boss from the Sand Kingdom. Man, again, Nintendo uses boss design for everything. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, the boss snots out arrows for you to use to defeat itself. But doing so does reset the hand, so bear that in mind. You know, it's kind of an issue though when you only have 30 arrows and you can't really defeat the boss with the initial setup. I think that's kind of a problem in boss design, really, to be honest. And we have to watch out for the hands though. Even though, because again, after you get those arrows come out of his nose, his hands will activate, which means you'll have to deal with his hands. Ow! Yeah, see? Electrical damage. So bear that in mind. I think I'm seeing a lot of slowdown when he's shooting those energies. I don't remember that in the GameCube version, if I recall. That's it! We've proven our courage! The path can now be opened. O chosen one, What will now come to pass is tied to your fate, to that path you have chosen. Go forward with caution. And yeah, it's a boss. It doesn't actually destroy itself. It just goes back to its resting place in hopes that the next hero will be called out whatever generation comes by, and the boss will fight again. And there's our heart container. It is a boss. Now, pull back a little bit before you go after that heart piece, because you can't easily miss this. You got a heart container! Your life increases by 1, plus your life gauge has been fully replenished. Alright. And again, this looks like a shrine, too. So again, this is like a Sheikah Tower. I think it's really cool, though, to be honest. But with that in tow, it's time to prove our courage. Ow. By swinging this bell on the top of the tower, we're finally here at long last. Let's ring the bell. Boom, 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 boom. Opens up a ring of light on the ocean surface. Oh, thanks for giving me, quick King. Thank you very much. You have done well, my boy. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be a true hero. But this does not mean your trials have ended here. Once you've taken your first step into the world beyond the ring of light you see shimmering in the waves before you, your true trial will begin. Are you ready, my boy? Yes. We're off.